Okay, in this video we're going to talk about mindset. It is the key to your success. So there's a couple of things that we're going to tackle. First of all is your attitude, then failure, then effort, then consistency, then the reality of things. So I think a lot of people buy courses and think that, all I have to do is watch it and then I'm going to be profitable, but that's not the case at all. It takes a lot more than that. And as entrepreneurs, we have to have the right mindset going into this or we're going to fail, guaranteed. So I think out of all the videos, this one is probably the most important one because without the proper mindset, you're never going to succeed. So it starts with your attitude. 99% of success is between your ears. It's that gray matter. And it goes down to whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. And I think Henry Ford said that. He also said you can have any color car you want as long as it's black. But this one is so true. I mean, your perception of reality is what reality is. So if you're having a bad day, it's because you're perceiving that you're having a bad day. If you're having a good day, you're perceiving that you're having a good day. That's the way it goes. So basically you do or you do not. There is no try, right? You can try stuff, but when you try stuff, you're kind of putting half the effort into it. Go in full blast with it, make it work. And the key to that, with the attitude, is surrounding yourself with positive people. So instead of surrounding yourself with negative people, make sure that you surround yourself with people who say, yep, you can do that. Yep, you can do anything you want. I know, just as an example, for me, with my kids, when I have one daughter that wants to be a doctor, and I said, yep, you can do that. You can do anything you want. You can be any kind of doctor you want. And then her other sister told her, well, you don't want to do that because it's so expensive, and do you know how much money Dad's going to have to pay for you to go to school? And so I didn't say it in front of my little doctor daughter, but in front of my other one, I said privately, I told her that, you know what, you can't do that because you're giving her the mindset that it's not possible because there's barriers to it. And I said, that's not allowed. So when she says she wants to be a doctor, you say, that's awesome, you're going to be a great doctor. You can be whatever you want to be. So just that my one daughter was being a little bit negative and my other one was positive. So the one who was positive is the one that you want to be around. So that's why you have the group too, right? So you can be around positive people. Here's the other thing you're going to deal with a lot is failure. Okay, you will fail. A lot of your designs aren't going to work. A few of them are. But you have to know that going in. You can't succeed without failing. The only difference between you and a big-time producer is the number of times they failed is more than you. That's it. We all have access to the same tools. We all have access to the same systems. Okay? It's the fact that they're not afraid to fail. So don't fear failure. Embrace it. And I think it was Wayne Gretzky who said, you miss 100% of the shots you do not take. So that's true. If you never step up to the plate, you're never going to hit a home run. It's so true. Effort. Don't question things. Just try it. You have a whole blueprint here. Now you have to build your empire with it. Think that way. If you do the work, you will succeed. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's me. I can show you everything. I can lay it out in front of you, but if you're not going to do it, then there's no point in you even being here, to be honest. Your success velocity is tied directly to your effort level. That's how it works. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. And that's all effort. Consistency is another thing. Now, I'm guilty of this myself, but don't go on the effort roller coaster. Try and be consistent to get consistent results. Whenever I look back, if I'm in a slump, in a sales slump, I look back at my testing and I say, oh, well, I'm in a slump because for the past 2-3 weeks, I haven't ran any new tests on new products. So something's wrong there. The products that you test, you'll find a couple that succeed. You'll launch those, they'll do well, but they won't last forever. I mean, you can recycle them later on down the road, but you should have a constant influx of new things and be consistent with your testing. That way you avoid sales slumps. I get out of a slump by adding consistent effort to my day, every day. So, for example, this is different, but I'm launching a course and I know that I have 50 videos I have to shoot. If I consistently shoot 5 a day, it's going to take me 10 days to do that. If I consistently shoot 10 a day, it's going to take me 5 days to do that. So I can do that. But if I sit there and I set a deadline for myself 2 weeks out and then, 2 weeks comes and I'm like, how many videos did I shoot? Oh, 0. Oh boy, I wasn't very consistent, was I? It's the same with this stuff. if you're consistently putting test products out there to gauge the reaction of your target audience, you'll do a lot better than if you don't. Make sure you do it. Be consistent. Lastly, well, almost last, be realistic. Okay, here's the reality. If you're spending $5 per day on ads, you're not going to hit $10,000 profit per month. You have to be realistic. $5 per day over 30 days is about $150 per month. If your ROI is 50%, you'll be profiting $75 per month. This is at $5 per day. So add a couple zeros to that, and that's where you'll be. You simply have to spend money to make money. Okay, don't be afraid of that. Remember, it's fear that we have to avoid too, not just of failure, but of spending money. We're buying traffic to get people to see our products, so they'll buy them, and then we'll profit. Make sense? So that's a little reality check for you. And in summary, I want you to get ready for an emotional roller coaster. I've been doing this for 11 years online, and I know that you have to stick to what works. Okay? You have to have a great attitude, no fear of failure, lots of effort, consistent, and be realistic. But also know that you're going to have days where you feel invincible, and you're going to have days where you feel like quitting, and you feel like throwing your computer out the window. Okay? It's going to happen. Just know it. The way to level out kind of those emotions is to be consistent and be realistic and put in lots of effort and don't fear failure and have a great attitude, and you'll do very well. That makes sense? Okay. Now, one thing, if you like this video, I'd like you to go to the group and say, I just watched the mindset video, thank you. Because this is probably one of the most powerful videos in here. The technical stuff is great, the systems is great, but without this part, you're not going to make it. So I want everybody to make it, so I need to know that you watch this, so go in the group and let me know.